You're watching South Asia Newsline, and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Friday, the 9th of May. Pakistan escalates tensions with fresh attacks. India strikes back. South Asian nations urge restraint as tensions flare between India and Pakistan. And Bangladesh's former president Abdul Hamid leaves country. And now for all the details. Tensions escalated between Islamabad and New Delhi after Pakistan launched multiple drones and missiles across civilian and military installations across the western sectors, which was retaliated in similar manner by India. We have a report.
Tensions reached new heights between Islamabad and New Delhi as Pakistan launched aerial attack targeting both civilian populations and military installations across India's western border. In a special press briefing, India reported that, on the night of May 8th to 9th, Pakistan targeted civilian populations and military installations from Leh in Ladakh to Sir Creek in Gujarat using drones. A military spokesperson added that the drone infiltration occurred at 36 locations across the western sector, using 300 to 400 drones, initially identified as Turkish-made Asis Guard Songar drones, aimed at gathering intelligence about India's air defense systems. An armed Pakistani UAV also tried to attack the military station in Bathinda, but the attempt was thwarted by Indian forces, said Wing Commander Vyomika Singh, the military representative at the briefing. Indian Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri said the Indian response to these intrusions and attacks was carried out in an effective, proportionate and adequate manner. He added that Pakistan's farcical denial of these attacks is another example of the Pakistani government's duplicity.
Pakistan military carry out multiple violations of Indian airspace along the entire western border with an intent to target military infrastructure. Pakistan military also resorted to firing of heavy caliber weapons along the line of control. Along the international border and line of control, drone intrusions were attempted from Leh to Sir Creek at 36 locations with approximately 300 to 400 drones. Indian Armed Forces brought down a number of these drones using kinetic and non-kinetic means. The possible purpose of these large-scale aerial intrusions were to test the AD systems and gather intelligence.
These provocative and escalatory actions that were taken by Pakistan last night were targeted at Indian cities and civilian infrastructure, in addition to some military targets. The Indian Armed Forces responded proportionately, adequately, and responsibly. The official and blatantly farcical denial of these attacks that Pakistan carried out by the Pakistani state machinery is yet another example of their duplicity and the new depths that they are plumbing in their quest for disinformation.
Along with aerial intrusions, Pakistan also continued ceasefire violations and shelling along the line of control and international border. According to initial reports, 59 fatalities have been confirmed so far in Pakistan's shelling across Jammu and Kashmir, with Poonch district being the most affected. The visuals showed extensive damage to infrastructure, including temples, gurdwaras and mosques. However, residents across the border towns have appeared unfazed, expressing faith in the government and security forces. As precautionary measures, states bordering Pakistan have ordered school closures and imposed restrictions on drones and firecrackers across the border districts. India's cricket governing body, the BCCI, has also suspended the ongoing IPL tournament for the next week.
रात को फायरिंग हो रही थी और वो सबने सुनी, बहुत ज़्यादा हो रही थी, पूरी रात होती रही है, पर हमें डर नहीं लगा, कोई भी नहीं डरे, क्योंकि यहाँ पे सेफ्टी सबसे ज़्यादा है।
कल जो हुआ उससे कोई डरने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। यहाँ पर बहुत हमले हुए, पर सब हमले को यहाँ से एयरफोर्स ने इतने ऐसे नाकाम किया है, जैसे मतलब उन लोगों ने ट्राई की और ट्राई ऐसी हो गई कि वो फेल हो गई। सब लोग घर में थे, सब लोगों ने लाइट बंद करके जो पूरा ब्लैकआउट है उसका पालन किया था। उन लोगों ने लगातार रात को बहुत कोशिश की, पर यहाँ का जो एयर डिफेंस है उन्होंने ऐसा मुंहतोड़ जवाब दिया कि उनको वापस जाना पड़ा।
While India has extended an olive branch, offering de-escalation if Pakistan stops its targeted attacks against Indian military installations, Islamabad has instead continued anti-India and warlike rhetoric. In the latest development, Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar, in a press conference with a military spokesperson, said the world will hear Pakistan's actions reverberations everywhere. The nuclear-armed rivals have fought 3 wars in the past, with India also initiating military action against Pakistan-based terror outfits in 2016 and 2019. However, the recent tension between the two neighbors is the worst standoff since 2001, when India and Pakistan were at the brink of a 4th war.
And as tensions escalate between India and Pakistan, South Asian countries have reacted to the development, with many calling for restraint from both the countries. Nepal, which has friendly relations with both New Delhi and Islamabad, on Thursday evening voiced support with all in the fight against terrorism, reacting over India's action in Pakistan. Expressing Nepal's stance on the matter, the country's foreign ministry in a statement further said it will not allow any inimical forces to use its soil against its neighboring countries. It, however, also raised concern over the escalating tension between India and Pakistan and urged for restraint from both countries. Notably, a Nepali national was among the victims who were shot dead by terrorists affiliated to a proxy of Pakistan-based terror outfit in India's Pahalgam. In a similar stance, Sri Lanka has said it will remain neutral over the tension between India and Pakistan. Colombo said it remains firmly committed to a non-aligned policy and will not intervene in the regional, political or military disputes. Bangladesh, which is currently under an interim government, said it is closely observing the evolving situation in India and Pakistan, urging both the countries to remain calm, show restraint and refrain from taking any steps that could further aggravate the situation. The Bangladesh Foreign Ministry further said, for regional peace, tension should be diffused through diplomatic endeavours. Meanwhile, with diplomatic and military tensions peaking after India's targeted strikes on terror camps inside Pakistan, opposition lawmakers in Pakistan's National Assembly have called for the release of jailed former PM Imran Khan to deal with the crisis. On Friday, members of Imran Khan's PTI party claimed his leadership is essential as they termed incumbent PM Shehbaz Sharif a coward and incapable to handle the situation. They also questioned the silence of ruling PMLN Supremo Nawaz Sharif's silence so far.
वो कौन से अनासिर हैं जो अपनी जाती अना की तस्कीन के लिए पाकिस्तान के सबसे महबूब लीडर इमरान खान को जेल में रखे हुए हैं और हमसे कौमी यकजहती का तकाजा कर रहे हैं। और मैं आपको और इस ईवान को बताता हूं, अल्लाह की कसम हल्फन कहता हूं कि मेरे और आपकी तकरीरों से कोई कौमी यकजहती नहीं आएगी जब तक इमरान खान को जेल से बाहर नहीं आएंगे। कौम आपके साथ नहीं खड़ी, लेकिन जब आपका वजीर आजम, जब आपका लीडर बुज़दिल हो, वो मोदी का नाम ना ले सके, उसको आप क्या पैगाम दे रहे बॉर्डर पे लड़ने वाले उस जवान को?
Local media reported PTI also filed a petition in a Pakistani court on Friday for the release of Imran Khan due to the fear of a drone attack on the prison where he is kept amidst tensions with India. Moving on, a recent United Nations Development Programme report has revealed that 90% of Afghan households experienced economic shocks in 2024 due to the ongoing humanitarian crisis. Of these, 65% were directly impacted, a 35% increase from 2023. The report warns of deepening socio-economic challenges, especially for women and rural communities, with 9 out of 10 households losing income sources, jobs or productive assets forcing families to cut consumption and spending. Food insecurity now affects the 75% of the population, with rural areas home to 71% of Afghans lacking basic services like healthcare and sanitation. The European Union also warned that ongoing restrictions on women and girls could cost Afghanistan over $920 million between 2024 and 2026. The UNDP has called for urgent international support. Addressing gender disparities and enabling inclusive policies are crucial for Afghanistan's recovery and long-term stability. And Bangladesh's former president Abdul Hamid left the country 9 months after the Awami League government was toppled in a student uprising. He left the country on a Thai Airways flight around 3 a.m. local time, a local news portal reported on Thursday. After the fall of Sheikh Hasina's government, some of the senior Awami League leaders are in prison. Some went abroad and rest are absconding. Many leaders have been charged with various crimes, including murder. Abdul Hamid, the two-term president of Bangladesh, is also facing a murder case. Many Awami League leaders have been arrested at airports, land ports or border areas while trying to flee abroad. But it is believed that the government has allowed this senior politician to travel abroad. Sheikh Hasina fled to India after the student-led uprising on 5th of August last year. An interim government was formed under the leadership of Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus. Abdul Hamid had not been seen in public since then. This comes as Hasina's rival, ex-PM Khalida Zia, returned to Dhaka after medical treatment in London. Her son Tariq Rahman, in exile for 17 years over cases filed under Hasina's rule, now serves as BNP's acting chairman from abroad. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time next week. Have a great weekend. Good night.